kids that it kind of ties it in, and there's a video that talks about the Winter Olympics, and it shows figure skating. Just all kinds of random things, lots and lots of pictures of the body, things like the brain and the firing of the synapses and all that kind of stuff. So that was just one that I just kind of played around with and found different, there are pictures of different Native American tribes, and so it would be one you kind of have to search to see, what's there. And this is one that I literally just found and just started kind of messing with. So I haven't done a whole lot with this one yet. But I'm looking at all the body stuff because that's our next unit in science. I was like, there's some real life things there. The other one that we learned about when we went to visit is tools for students. And it's like the number 4. And it has all these different graphic organizers that kids can choose. The one group that we were watching, they were doing a summary. I don't remember which one they were using this one, I believe. They can type in, you can put your name, the title of the book, wherever you click on. So if it's who, pops up, and they type. So I can use them to put dad, just so we have something. And then it enters it. If I want to go back, I would go back.
Little keyboard there.
Then you click on that little keyboard thing, and it enters. That's who was in the story, what. When you get all done, one of the kids said, we just save time and we just copy and then paste it in there instead of retyping the whole thing. And one of the other kids pulled me to the side and said, we were supposed to just put ideas here and then fill our sentences so we're not just having anything. It's like, shh, you won't tell your teacher. It was so funny. And then they just, oh, you do this, and you go back. And this was like 3rd and 4th graders, and they just were zipping right along. Well, I had this line on the couch last night, and little Miss Olivia, 2nd grader, just going to town on all these different things. I didn't even teach any of this. Toontastic, all of the different apps that people have been talking about today that I have on here. Very, very easy. I think the kids can figure out more, like here I am, they'll have it in like 2 seconds. So, but this one I thought was, let's see, get back to the templates. It had everything from cause and effect, beginning, middle, and end, what's realistic, what's fantasy, problem solution, making predictions. So KWL charts, these are things that could be small group. It could be one student today, you're going to put your answer on this for me in a small group. Or I've been gone, I was thinking of all the kids that are gone. We could do our KWL during group together. You can email it so that you can print it off. I can save it, I can print it and say, here's what we did in group, instead of, because somebody had theirs and then get yours out and copy it. And, or even the kids that have been absent, having them create their own KWL to see if they really, when they went back and read the story, that they missed, what they got from it. So, and this one was, what, 9 minutes long?
9 minutes.
I think so. And lots of different things you could do with that.
Letters a little bit better, and I really like this one. It's got talking in it, it's got motivation part in it. The motivation, that top button that had the music, you just have to play the alphabet song. And you can tap anywhere that you want on the screen, it doesn't matter, you can go really fast if you want to. The kids really like that because they're familiar with that song and we sing it together, and it's just motivating for them. And in the bottom left, you see the square. You hit that to go back to the page. The options that you have are numbers 1 through 10. You have uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and then you have CBC words. The 1 through 10. So this is what it looks like. They have to start where the crab is, and they just go down. It says it to you. It goes up in the corner. And then that little 1 has to get to that cogwheel that's spinning down there. So they have to find it, track it, grab a hold of it, and then it's hand-eye coordination to get it into the little cogwheel. I like it because it's careless learning, if they were to start on the crab and go off of the beaten path, they have to go back and they have to learn it the right way. So they're learning it the correct way instead of just maybe some apps you could just scribble all over and it would say good job. But just they have to track. So that's the numbers. This is pretty big on the screen. If you want to make it smaller, once they've had an idea of how to make their letters and numbers, you can use this little tracking wheel right here, and you can shrink it so it is smaller, so you can refine their numbers and letters as they go along. For their CVC words, you go to the ABC button. You can do uppercase or lowercase. So you can see the word that they're going to spell up at the top is going to be cat. It doesn't drop down until, okay, it does drop. Okay, I'm going to do the A. And they really like how it says it to them as they're doing it. And then it has a picture of the cat. They hear the word cat, they see the picture of the cat, and they just spelled it cat. And if I did this right, I'm still kind of playing with this. I think if you hit the triangle down at the bottom, you must have completed, okay. But if they do a couple of these, and if you hit the triangle button, it'll show, it's like a movie of what they wrote. And it'll show the C, the A, the T, just their writing without the background. And then you can kind of see how they wrote it after tracing it. The kids really like it. It's really motivating for them. I do have one kiddo who, in the past month that we've been using this app, has had a significant increase in not only his motivation to be writing, but also in his letters himself. So, you know, there's a very successful case right there. Kids love it. That's called I Write Words. This is a free one, so it's for light. Unfortunately, there's only like 4 CVC words that it goes through. It does 1 through 9 for numbers, and I think just A, B, C, D for the letters. So the full version is $2.99. I use most frequently in my classroom would be dictionary.com. And in small group for grade 21, we just rotate who's the dictionary person. And so it works out pretty well because we can do a lot of word work. Like right now, one of our prefixes is con. And so one of the words that the dictionary person came across was this word, and we were like, how do you pronounce that? So it'll actually, there's a little speaker, just like if you were to go to the website. Sorry.
Consonant or consonant.
So we determined that there's 2 ways you can pronounce it. And it also works on, so then we found the word in our grade 21, and I said, okay, we've got lots of definitions here, and it's either going to be a verb or an adjective. So then we brought in that part of speech into our lesson. And so we had to go back in the sentence and determine whether it was used as a verb or an adjective. And in this case, it was as an adjective. It was describing the mom and how, what kind of hostess she is. So you can then go to, like here are the recent ones. And my students, they have control of the iPad during that reading group, and they can look up the words, and then usually like when the person who's reading gets to the end of a paragraph, they'll stop and go, I just looked up the word blah, and it means this, and then we go back and we read that sentence, and we're like, oh, okay, that makes much more sense. Or sometimes kids will be like, hey, so-and-so, what does this word mean? So it's really getting them to become a little bit more aware. Or sometimes if it's a word that I think they should be able to know based on the context clues in the sentence, I'm like, well, let's hold off on the iPad. Let's see if we can figure it out with the context clues. And then we have that dictionary person double check to make sure that we were correct. So, nice little word work. The other app that I'm just going to share with you real quick is one of our stories in Read was on government. In fifth grade, we actually studied government and Constitution, pretty intense. And so this app is called, I think it's Brainscape U.S. Government. You can tell we've used the Constitution a lot recently. And so what I did one day was, or like for the whole story that week, is each day we start off with doing some flashcards. And so it says, what are checks and balances? And the group worked together to try and figure out if they could answer it. And then you just tap at the bottom, and it will give you the answer. And then you self-assess yourself on how well you know that. And so the group, we determine whether we were a 1, or we didn't know it at all, or we were a 5, where everybody in the group knew it. And then depending on which one you choose a 1, it's going to bring that flashcard up to you more frequently so that you get a better idea. So,
Megan, for that one, do you know, can you like put in things, you know, like for certain questions and stuff?
like make your own? I don't think so, but I'm not that
Oh, that's good.
familiar with it. There are other flashcard apps that you can
I just
buy.
thought that was really cool, the like not at all, or the
Yeah.
or, like,
Yeah, so, yeah, those are the two that I use in my classroom.
cool.
How many of you that have used iPads have used the video camera on them? That was one of the first things that I had done. The app that I'm going to show you is called Videolicious. Somebody say one between. Videolicious. Doesn't sound great. Videolicious is an app that will let you take a collection of your videos and put them together into a sort of montage. I had recorded students using the, when they were doing inquiry presentations, I recorded them with the iPad, and then was able to send out to all the families just a quick little video clip using that Videolicious that showed the students in the presentations. It doesn't have the audio, it doesn't transfer the audio. What happens instead is that you record a message on the audio. So if you wanted, instead of having to send out a written newsletter, that might be an option where you could tell families in a brief, 90 seconds or less video, here's what's going on at school this week. Here's what's coming up. And you're taking videos throughout the week, you can put that in the background. And so that while you're talking about the week, the parents are seeing what the kids are doing. So it's a really nice, quick app with that. I don't know. Am I doing something wrong for Carrie?
Press the button because you're.
Is the blue, or the VGA connection, is that good? Is that okay?
Okay. So the Videolicious app is free. I haven't played with all these options for the different types of videos you can make. I just gone into general video, and then you can pick from your camera roll of things that you've recorded. So this morning I recorded everybody else that was presenting. Yes, you can see my daughter and I playing with the things up there. And so I can go through and say, I want these, I want little clips from all these. But there's only 10 pictures that you can pick from maximum, so let's just say we wanted clips from those first 10. And then you click or save up in the corner. It really is pretty fast to make that at this point. We can record a message, tell your story. PTO, thanks. Oops. PTO, thanks for recording or for giving us these iPads. We appreciate it, and we will look forward to using it more in the future. So you record your message. Oh, no, I wasn't recording. Sorry. Hey, PTO, thanks so much for providing these iPads for us. We just got done sharing them in professional development this morning, all the ways we're using the iPads, and students are using them in our classrooms. Thanks so much. We look forward to using them more in the future. So I made a short, quick video there. At that point, fitting 10 shots into a 14-second story may result in so